All right, what's going on, everybody? We're back. Part two of Amazon Live Day. I hope you guys are finding some deals out here. I'm having a couple technical issues on Amazon, I guess, because we're all on the platform. So if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you're watching on Amazon, welcome. Um, I'm trying to check to make sure that Amazon Live Video is playing, but for some reason, I'm not able to see it right now. But I do see that there are a few people over there. But regardless, we're gonna show off some Shure deals. We talked about some earlier today, so if you didn't get a chance to see that live stream, you can go to amazon.com/live/, Monty Weaver, or just go to montyweaver.live and you'll see all the live streams that I've done on Amazon, at least the last 6 months of them. But we've been on Amazon Live since 2020 and talking about different products that I use that are really good deals out there that you can find all on Amazon. So let's jump into what we got going on here. So we're going to be talking about some of the actual live deals, but there's some actual just real good deals that aren't necessarily Prime Day deals. They're just probably discounted, or I just like them and just wanted to put it in the carousel because I'm just a huge fan of Shure. Not because they've sent me a lot of gear, but because I actually like their products and I've used them in a lot of different scenarios. Hence the SM58, which is what I have right now. So it's not a Prime Day deal per se, but it's a microphone that I've used a lot. Being in the church world, growing up in the church world, I think this is like the unofficial church microphone. And so I had it over to the side, and I was like, let me use this microphone. Let me do something a little bit different today. So we got the legendary SM58 right now, and if you're on Amazon, it's highlighted in the product carousel. And this is a microphone that if you guys are using, let me know, or if you've used it in the past, let me know. It's just like a legendary microphone. Anytime you go speak somewhere, people probably have an SM58 that they use for their speakers. So definitely wanted to use this microphone today, something a little bit different. I do have my um, SM7B that we used earlier today, which is obviously mounted here on the computer, and you guys can see behind the scenes. It's like my everyday microphone, so nothing else is over here right now. But this one is the one that always gets used. So put this one to rest for a little bit today, and we'll hang out with our SM58. Let's move this so we don't have the. All right, there we go. All right, let's see who's over here on Amazon or the YouTube side of things. David Hunt, good to see you. David's always hanging out with us. Legit doctorate, good to see you here. Already got a few savings. Next year I'll be better prepared. Yep, every summertime, always save your money for the summertime. Always save your money for the wintertime. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do have this potential Prime Day in October. There was some news going around that there might be another deal day. So we'll be paying attention to that. And then as the holidays roll around, definitely I'll be live streaming here on Amazon again. Looking for those Cyber Mondays, Black Fridays, all those types of deals, especially being able to work with so many different brands and sponsors. So we definitely got some things later on this evening. I will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is at least the time I have set right now, of some equipment that has been sent to me that I've been using for the last few months that we'll be talking about that are on some deals. I've got some stuff that was literally sent to me like a month ago that I was just testing, and I didn't even realize it was going to be on a Prime Day deal. So we'll be testing that. Some video switchers, some PTZ cameras, some live streaming interfaces. So got a lot to show you guys over the next, was it, how many hours have we got left in this thing? 36 hours left. So got a lot of gear. What's going on, King? Says, what's up, bro? Didn't even know Amazon had a live. Yep. So if you watch any of my YouTube videos, and look in the description, I put a link to my Amazon channel all the time. And then I even talk about it sometimes in my YouTube videos. So definitely check me out on Amazon. Hit the follow button over there as well, because it's a cool experience because you get to actually see the products and just click on them. And that way I don't have to like grab the links or type it in the chat. It's literally right below the video or to the side, depending on how you're looking at it. So definitely a cool experience on Amazon. I want to refresh my page over here just to see if it's showing up for me. For some reason, not showing up for me, but I do see I have like 12 people over there right now. Modern Day Tech, good to see you on Amazon Live. Let me know if you can see the video over there. For some reason, I just can't see the video on my on Amazon channel right now. All right, let's get through some of the gear that we got here. We're going to be talking about Shure stuff. I talked about Shure stuff earlier this morning. Like I said, I'm on the SM58 right now, and I probably have to put it down to kind of do some examples. Matter of fact, I probably will have to put it down to do some examples because the first one, okay, video's good on Amazon Live. Good, cool. I wish I could see my own video. I like to just manage my own stuff, make sure it works. Let me put this down. Let me switch over to SM7B, and we're going to talk some in-ear headphones first. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and take these off for the time being. Now, the first thing I want to show that I showed earlier today are these in-ear SE215s. Now, I'm a huge fan of in-ear headphones, especially for meetings like Zoom meetings, Google Meet, Skype, whatever you want to use for your platform of choice, right? So I use these in-ear earbuds all the time. These actually come in multiple colors as well. I have the black ones, and then I also have a set of clear ones. And the reason I like these is because the cable on these are really, it's really stable versus some of the other ones I've had where the cable's broke. It's part of that my doing because I do pull on these a lot. Now I actually do use a, cable extension for this. So, because when I pull back off of this desk, sometimes if I'm standing up, I don't want to yank it. Do I have the RC2? Yep. So I got the RCP1 Rodecaster Pro 1 over this desk, and on my other desk over there, I have the RCP2. What I'm going to do, I meant to set this up before I got started, is I'm going to bring in my phone because I can't quite reach and show you guys everything on the desk over there. I do have the slider cam going over there, and I don't think I quite have it going farther enough to see the RCP2. Let me see, maybe. There it is. There's the RCP2 in the background over there. So I definitely do have it. Has the cover on it and everything. That'll actually save me from having to try to set up this Wirecast Go in real time. So, but I do have that over there. So 2 interfaces, and then I also have, as we get into the microphones, I do have the Scarlett 2x2 and the Cloud Lifter. That was actually my original interface for doing everything when it came to XLR microphones. But I don't even use everything on these Rodecasters. We're not talking Rode, we're talking Shure today. But we all need an interface. We're going to be looking at these SE215. So like I said, these are my in-ears, and I really do like these. So I have these plugged in right now so I can hear my own audio, make sure we sound decent. And I like these because once you learn how to wrap them around your ear, you pretty much got it. I'm going to turn down the volume for myself here. Put these in, and then in the back, you have a little tab where you can just pull up on to make sure that it's nice tight around your neck, around the back side of your neck. And right now I do have plenty of slack on this going to the Rodecaster, but like I said, I do have an extension. It's actually connected to the other Rodecaster right now, so that gives me a little bit more freedom and flexibility to move around. Now, one thing I said earlier today was the position of the camera angle. You can see these in my ear and wrapped around, but if I was like directly, like more so like this, these are really subtle in ears, and that's what I really like about having conferences, is these are more of a subtle look, and even the clear ones are even more so. And if you have like hair, like I really don't, a little bit here that's gonna get cut off when I go to the barber this week, like if you have hair, it really covers it up, and so you definitely can't even see the fact that you have in-ear headphones in. So I really like these. They sound really good. Even right now, I can hear everything. I can even hear like the neighbors outside cutting wood right now. Literally, they're out in the backyard cutting wood, building something. I can hear that in my in-ears right now. So I really like the quality of these. I really like the fact that when I thought I broke them, I didn't break them, because you have this ability to pop these off. And so this is an actual earbud itself, and you can actually use the wireless component of these and not have wired earbuds. You can have wireless earbuds, and those are actually on a Prime Day deal as well. So these are the SE215s. They feel really good in my ear. I know some people have issues with the them just fitting in your ear, any type of earbuds just not fitting in your ears comfortably. I've never had that problem. So I've never had that problem with any earbuds. So I don't know if that's just me, but I know that these do feel real comfortable for me. And like I said, these are the black ones, and you also have those in clear as well, and I'll highlight both of those in the product carousel. As you guys have questions, go ahead and ask the questions. I want to make sure that I'm trying to look in two directions, because I got YouTube questions over there and I got my Amazon questions right here. Have I ever tried, this question is on Amazon, have I ever tried the Bluetooth monitor feature on the Rodecaster Pro 2? I have not. I barely have even used my Rodecaster Pro 2, like barely. I actually received it, then I had the thing that people have gotten, so I was down for a while, because I hadn't even plugged it up. Like I had it like sitting in a box for like over a week because I couldn't even plug it up. So once I did plug it up, I've only connected one microphone to it. Well, I take that back. I've connected two microphones to it. I haven't done any preset settings. I haven't done anything on my RCP2 yet. I barely even used my RCP1 to that degree. The only reason I even use it is because it's a cool audio interface that does give me a little bit more flexibility over just a standard interface. I actually do have the capability of routing some audio. Like I do route my audio into my ATEM Mini. So audio coming out of the Shure SM7B, audio coming out of the SM58, any other microphone I want to use. I do use that because I can plug them in here and just route the audio, but all I need is decent levels. That's all I really use my like I don't use any of these sound effects. Like I couldn't tell you what sound effect. I want to hit one, I don't know what sound effect is what. It's like I barely use this thing. So but it is a really cool device for people that do podcasting and live streaming, but I use it to its basic levels right now. I wish I had more time. If I had more time, I'd actually do more with it. But as long as it captures all my audio and I can route over to the ATEM and record my YouTube videos and live stream on Amazon, that's kind of what I really use it for at this point. We need to let me know if the Shure wireless is a good choice. I haven't a delay in my current wireless buds. So I don't use wireless at all when I live stream because of that, because there is going to be a delay of some sort. You can probably get the delay down minimal, but there's just still going to be a delay, and that's why I don't use wireless. So even though like Shure has the wireless, I don't think I have it in the product carousel right now. They do have the wireless capability with their I don't actually own it, but I'm gonna bring it up here so you guys can see it. Now, if I was just out every day just doing my own thing, then I wouldn't necessarily mind just doing wireless, because wireless does have its place. But when it comes to, here's what I'm talking about here. I'll try to add these into the product carousel. But when it comes to just live streaming, I don't want wireless at all. Like even right now, I'm hardwired into the internet just to not have delays and having to deal with any type of battery issues. So like if I forget to charge something, I don't want to deal with any of that. Let me add the true wireless inside of the product carousel, so make sure I get the right ones, because all you have to do is just pop off, like I just showed earlier, just pop off the earbud and then just plug it into these and they'll work. So those are in there. I can reach out to Shure and see if I can get my hands on those and test those out to see what it would be like, but I still think I'm going to have some type of delay just because it is wireless. But I just added those to the carousel. Uh, Legit Doctor says the desk mic has a better sound to me. Yeah, it probably does because it does come with a bigger price point too. So the SM7B, I think right now, I'm not sure if this is on because I didn't see it earlier today. Okay, I'll drop this in the carousel too. But yeah, the SM7B is like the legendary microphone. Right now, it does show it at $399 is the price point still. I don't know if it'll be on Prime Day tomorrow. So if I do see it on Prime Day tomorrow, I definitely will. Uh, you guys will see it tomorrow on Prime Day. But I'll go ahead and put that in there. But yeah, the SM7B is a legendary microphone. Has a really unique sound, a sound that you would recognize, right? So if you listen to like some of the major podcasters, major live streamers, they're probably using an SM7B, and it has a certain look that goes along with it too. Now I will compare it because there is another microphone that is on Prime Day deal that I think a lot of people will get value from. And let me go ahead and move some of the stuff over because I looked at it, or we looked at it a little bit earlier too, and that's going to be the MV7. So the MV7 gives you that flexibility because it's USB and it has an XLR component, and it doesn't cost as much. Okay. All right. Boom. So right here. Let's see. I had my other camera angle, but it's not set up right now. So this microphone is the one I would recommend to a lot of people because it does give you that flexibility of the USB. So this does come with an actual USB cable, which is what I have in my hand right now. So it comes with the USB cable, and you have micro USB going into the microphone, and then you have USB-C on the other end to go into your computer. I'm just trying to clean this up real quick. So you can use that function of it. Let me go ahead and just plug it in to show you guys some of the features too of using it through USB. Okay, I do see myself on Amazon Live right now. So those of you all watching on YouTube, if you click the pin link, it'll bring you right on over to Amazon Live, and just hit the follow button over there because Amazon is where I spend a lot of time, especially talking about the tech stuff. I know we do a lot of it on YouTube. Those are more structured videos, but the going live and answering questions, so much easier to do on Amazon because a lot of times we're talking equipment, and sometimes it might be like a cable someone asks for, so it's just easier to kind of do some Q&A stuff on Amazon. So those of you all watching on YouTube, I am verifying that I am able to see myself good now. So come on over there with us on Amazon. But I just plugged in our microphone, and you can see I got the LED lights that show. And what I'm able to do with this microphone is, one, use the app that you can install on your computer, either iOS for my Mac people, or even Windows. I use both. I said even, but it doesn't. I swap between both. I'm Mac over here, and on the other desk I got Windows. But you can download the app, and it gives you some functionality inside of the app. And you can also change up here at the top whether or not you want to control your microphone. You have amber for your microphone is green, and then you tap it again, is your headphone controls. And so you just literally like pull your finger across and swipe across, and you can control the levels up and down for it. Then you also have a mute button here on the side as well. That's the functionality of the MV7 when it's plugged up with an USB. Now you can also use the XLR. And this is why I like this microphone, because one, the price point is lower than the SM7B, and it gives people that are really just starting to get into more professional audio the flexibility to start off without having to purchase all the interfaces that you might need for an SM7B, because in addition to the microphone, any XLR microphone, you also need the components that go along with using an XLR microphone. So if you don't want to do that at this time, you can get an SM7 and then use the USB port. And then as you get your audio interfaces to do settings, as you get your Rodecaster Pro or your Scarlett, whatever other interface you want to use, then you could use this same microphone and still sound really good without having to invest in another microphone. So let me move this one out the way, and we're going to swap over to this one. Check. So now we're on the SM or the MV7, on the MV7. Now, I don't have any of the settings tuned in, like fine tuned on this one, but you still get a really, really good sound from this microphone. Now, the other one I kind of dialed in a little bit more to my voice, but this is what the sound is out the box on the MV7, and I'm plugged in with the XLR cable. I think it's a really good microphone for anyone that is looking to improve the podcast. You need that better sound. You need that richer sound. If you're a live streamer like myself, and it's Shure, it's going to hold up. It's going to stand up, and it could be the last microphone you buy for a very long time, because that's just how Shure likes to roll. Like, their equipment lasts, and you don't have to keep replacing it with something else. So, at some point, I don't even like spending money on equipment. I want something that I don't have to just replace or feel the need to replace. And this is one of those microphones as well. So in addition to the SM7B, the MV7 gives you what you need in a microphone, and then it also just gives you the flexibility. Another thing I like about the MV7 is the fact that on the bottom here, right over here, you have the ability to plug in your headphones. So you can hear through the headphone jack built into the microphone. So that is another addition to what this microphone can do. Right now I have it mounted on a table tripod, but you can easily mount this on a boom arm. This actually comes with a thread adapter inside it, so you can either take it out if you need to based on the size of what you're mounting it to, but I have it mounted right here. So you actually comes with the whole, this top part of the frame. So I'll go ahead and take this off real quick. What's going on, Rachel? Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm gonna take this off. Y'all can hear me twisting and twisting. All right. There we go. So this is what you get out the box. You get the microphone and get the arms around it to mount on your stand. So like I said, I really like the MV7. And then if you don't need the MV7, they do have the MV7X, which we looked at a little earlier as well. So the MV7X is just an XLR microphone. That means you don't have the USB component to it, and you don't have the headphone jack. Now you will save some money on the MV7X because you don't have those two components on it, but just something to keep in mind as well. All right, so I'm going to switch microphones back. All right, so we're back on our MV or SM7B. So let me go ahead and take this out and try to keep a clean desk here. So we're looking at microphones, we're looking at earbuds and headphones today from Shure. So if you guys have questions about audio stuff, let me know. Let's turn that all the way around. Let me try to keep tabs on my YouTube audience as well. Okay, we're still good over there. All right, so we're gonna put this down. All right, next thing I have up in the carousel that we're gonna look at, talked about the SE215s in-ear. The Ionic Freeze I talked about this morning. I'm a big fan of these because I use them every day. So especially when I go walking, I try to get my daily walk in. Sometimes it's me and baby girl walking. And so what I like to do is use these. One, because they last a long time. And two, they fit my ear real easy. So they have left and right on, shows L and R on them. So go ahead and put that one in. It's already synced up with my phone, so as soon as I actually took these out of the case, I just heard it say connected, so it's connected on over to my phone. So you can use one or you can use two. Typically when I'm walking outside, I just kind of like to hear the outside world, and so I'll just either use one at a time. For most times I actually just use one at a time because I can still hear the volume off the one really good. They are nice and loud. They do give me that nice sound I want to hear when I am listening to music. Typically I more so listen to podcasts when I'm wearing these, Clubhouse rooms, or even other Amazon live streamers. Shout out to all my blue check marks. This is what I'm typically using. It does come in this case right here, but when you purchase it, you'll get the nice round case right here. Okay, so these are Shure Ionics. Take these out real quick. Now I could try these Bluetooth. Quick start guide comes inside of it. It also does come with a USB-C cable, so USB-C for charging the actual case, USB-C, and then it does come with some extra earbuds, some foam tips that you can put and test those out for your different ear sizes. All right, but yeah, these are really good. I'm very happy with these. No complaints with these. Just make sure you read the quick start guide for all the functionality of them. Like I said earlier in the other live stream, I didn't realize that I could, I didn't realize I had to answer the phone and tap it to answer the phone. So I was answering the phone on my cell phone. And when I answered the phone on the cell phone, I was like, why do I always have to keep connecting to these? Like, it should just automatically pick up. But all you have to do is just hit the little button that's on the top. So right on the top of the earbud, there's a little button, and you just tap it and you can answer the phone with it. So really like these. Like I said, everyday use for me, especially when I'm out walking or just listening to music. Sound really good when taking a phone call. People definitely notice the cleanness of the sound, so it blocks out some of that wind background noise as well. Now if it's super windy outside, you're still going to hear some wind noise, but it does knock out a good amount of that background wind noise so that you have a clear audio call. So these are the Ionic Freeze, so definitely highly recommend these, along with all the Shure stuff. Shure just makes really good stuff, so like I haven't had issue with Shure stuff. All right. Let's see here. Let me check my Amazon comments and questions and see who's hanging out with me today. Christy Jones followed. Thanks for following. Phil, you got a new channel? Is that a new channel, Phil? Because I know Phil already follows me. What's going on, Phil? Good to see you here on Amazon. Phil, I seen some good smart home tech out there today. I've seen a few people talk about smart home tech stuff, so keeping my eyes open. There's some stuff I want, but I'm like, oh, the credit card. Gotta save something on the credit card. We can't spend everything today. But there's some good deals out there, you guys. Let's see what I got up in the product carousel that I also want to talk about today, or this time around. I have the, let's see, we talked about that. The MV88 portable. Let me grab the other one, because the other MV88 is what I really want to put in there. And what do we do with it? Oh, the video kit. Anybody do mobile? Anybody a mobile person? This is what we're going to talk about here. All right, we're going to talk about this right here. If anybody's a mobile person, let me know, because I want to take my time and explain what you can do in that. And then I also need to add it to the carousel. It's my stall tactic to add it to the carousel. So this is the MV88 Plus, and this is the video kit. Now I like this so much that I actually did a full YouTube video review of this, and typically I don't do that, but I did for this one because I think it's really useful for a lot of people that are more mobile or always on the go. So I just highlighted it in the product carousel. So let's take this out of the box. And number 2 over here. All right, so let's move the phone. SE215s right there. All right, so this is a Prime Day deal And in the box, you get your instructions, you get all that good stuff. Here's what I was really highlighting earlier today was the fact that you get this Manfrotto tripod. And Manfrotto is no joke. These are really good tripods. I showed earlier in a live stream the Manfrotto poles that are actually holding up my light, and they're holding up the behind the scenes camera. So this camera is actually being held up by a Manfrotto friction arm, which is pretty cool. So you get the tripod, then inside of this case, this roll-up case here, we get all of our additional components. So we have our phone mount here. So just screw that right on. And then the phone can actually fit right inside of here. And what you can do is adjust the back to tighten the phone in place. So if your phone is a little bit bigger, all you have to do is just loosen this up and then pull this up, and it gives you more space. And then once you have it where you need it, just push it down, tighten it up. Then we have our cold shoe mount. So we're gonna mount our microphone on top of here. So cold shoe mount slides right in place. Have our cable. Now it comes with two cables, so depending on your phone, first cable I have here is a micro USB to USB-C. Now that won't work for me because I'm on Team iPhone right now. So what I would use is the micro USB to lightning cable. So let me go ahead. I don't know why I keep all these twisty ties. Every time I show some of this stuff on Amazon, I try to put it back in the box if I'm not using it. But I'm slowly losing all my paper wrappings and all that stuff. So lightning cable is going to go in here. The other side's going to go into our microphone. So this is our MV88 microphone. Just slide this right up on top here. And on the back of our microphone, tilt that a little bit so y'all can see it. Back of our microphone, you have your micro USB slot. And then we also have the ability to plug in headphones right here as well. So I love these microphones that you can put in headphones as well. So this is our mobile kit. So if you're doing live streams, if you're doing recorded videos, and to adjust your the phone's placement, just hit this little red button that's here on the side or on the front, however you place it. Just plug it in there, press it in, and now you can move it all around. So this is your mobile setup, and then you can also use this like as a vlog setup. So you can take that, now hold it. Now you're getting a lot better audio, and you're getting what I like, a stable video, because it's actually not in your hand and flopping all over the place. At least if it moves, it's a straight movement. So this is the mobile kit, the MV88 video kit from Shure. Definitely recommend that for anyone that is doing more of a mobile on the go type of live stream or recording, because the microphone sounds really good as well because it's a Shure microphone. I did earlier also plug that into the computer. We tested the audio out on that one and got some good feedback from that. So those are some of the things that we got from Shure on the Prime Day deals. Now, if there's anything that you guys are looking for or have some questions, let me know and we can kind of do some real-time shopping as well here live on Amazon for day one of Prime Day. Thank you guys for hitting the follow button and follow me here on Amazon. Let's see what else we got over here. So we'll look at our VP83 F as well, because I think some people will actually benefit from that, especially if you're using more professional cameras like mirrorless DSLR cameras and you're trying to get that good video, because that's the thing now in content creation. You really want to really get the best that you can, right? So when it comes to video quality, I use mirrorless cameras, and so I'm going to show you what it looks like to use the mirrorless camera, but also get some really good audio coming into that camera. Now I have my behind the scenes camera, so I'll make sure that's still set up. Let's see, Shark FinTech on YouTube says, "Hi Monty, are you going to cover Prime Day specials on full-size tripods from the likes of Silk, Bojan, and Manfrotto?" So due to some constraints on what we can and can't talk about on Amazon, is the fact that like we have to have product in hand. I do own some of the tripods that are on Prime Day deals, and I have them scheduled for my 7 p.m. stream. After I talk about the VP88 or VP83, I should have some time, and I can kind of show some of those that I do have. I don't have any Manfrotto stuff that I own other than my friction arms, and I'm not sure if they're on Prime Day deals. I do own iFootage tripods that is being mounted here, and then I have an iFootage tripod that's actually holding up my camera slider. So let me move. So my camera slider that's going back and forth. The actual slider is iFootage, and the tripod itself is from iFootage, and I know they have some deals on Amazon Prime. So those are the things I can talk about, but we'll kind of browse the internet together. But I don't physically have or own anything from the other companies. Now, if they want to send it on over, I would be glad to take it and talk about it for sure. What's going on, Billy? I think I know what Phil did. Like Phil might have pulled one of my things. Like if I go on somebody's live stream, you can unfollow and then refollow back, and then it'll pop up. So Billy, if you unfollow me and then click follow, you'll look special too, and I'll give you a shout out for hitting the follow button. I think that's what Phil did. There he goes. Billy's following me. Billy, I don't have no air horns. I don't know which one of these buttons is supposed to be air horns. I need to learn my Rodecaster Pros. All right, let me move some of my things out the way. All right, so behind me, you see my camera going back and forth, which is my Sony a6400. Now, when recording on that camera, the video looks great. When recording audio, not so great. So in order to improve the audio, you need a microphone on that type of camera. And so one of the microphones that I use is the VP83. Let me move this all out the way. And this is the F version. So this is our onboard shotgun microphone from Shure. So this is a VP83F. So let's go ahead and take this out of the box. And put this on the microphone. Okay, so the 83 there. And we unboxed this one earlier today as well. You have the 83 and the 83F. The 83F allows you to record internally to an SD card. And so that's one of the added benefits to this microphone. So here's the microphone itself. It does also come with an included cable. So we can use this to plug in to our camera. And then this does require two batteries, two AA batteries. And they give you two AA batteries. So they include two, these are Energizer Max batteries in the box. Now, the batteries will go up front. Let's pop this little lid down here. Then you actually pull this little tab down, and two batteries go right inside there. And then your SD card actually goes right up here as well. So pretty easy to put everything in, conveniently located there. All right. On the other side of the microphone, opposite of where this cable is going to go and go into your microphone or go into your camera, there's a headphone cable here so you can monitor your audio as well. So if you actually have somebody behind the camera, they can monitor audio coming in and make any adjustment levels changes. And then on the back, you have your power button, your record button, and your menu button to navigate through different settings. So we're going to go ahead and put this on our camera. Let me go ahead and move this in the product carousel as well. All right, so that's highlighted in the product carousel. I believe I got the right one. Is the F not showing on Prime Day deal? I thought the F was on Prime Day deal today. What happened? All right. All right, I'll highlight the 83. Now the 83 doesn't have the internal recording, I believe. That's the main difference here. All right, so on our slider, where's our slider cam? Number 5. All right, so now that that is plugged in, now we'll have some better audio coming off of this camera. So if you're ever using these types of mirrorless DSLR cameras and you do have the microphone input, highly encourage you to use a microphone. The built-in audio on our laptops, on our smartphones, on our tablets, the built-in audio isn't the best audio. So using an actual microphone that's built, a device that's built to capture good audio, is a way to that you can improve your setup, your live streams, your recordings, your podcasts, everything that we use, that we create content with when it comes to audio, sounding better on Clubhouse applications or any audio platform. You can use your professional microphones and not have to rely on the built-in microphone of devices that weren't made to do that. Like cameras were made to take pictures and good video. They weren't built to get good audio. That's just not what their function was, right? Tripods are meant to hold up devices, lights and cameras. Tripods weren't meant to actually get input of a video. So making sure that we use the right devices for the right situations is essential. Okay, so that's the VP83. That's for that specific use case. Also in the product carousel, I don't have one, but I do use them a lot, are lapel microphones, lavaliers. Shure does have the MVL available as a Prime Day deal. So we'll jump over to the computer and we can look at that one. So let me grab this, move that there. All right, so this is a Shure MVL. This is omnidirectional condenser lav mic. So this is a Prime Day deal. So if you do need a lav microphone or in the market for one, definitely this is one to check out. I don't have this one, so I have to reach out and see about getting one of these so we can actually do some audio tests. But did want to include that one in carousel because it is a Prime Day deal. And I want to see if we do have anything else in here. So I'll show you guys some Prime Day shopping strategies. Okay, if you type in a brand at the top, you'll see their store. But really, what I like to do is also click on a product that they own. And on the this is the MV88 Plus. I did want to show you guys that too. I showed you guys the MV88 video kit. You can get the MV88 Plus, just the microphone by itself if you wanted to. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Anyway, but the Shure store says Shop Shure Store at the very top here. And then I can click on Prime Day deals. And these are all the Prime Day deals for Shure right now. So if you're looking at anything particular and you do want something from Shure, you can actually see all the deals that they have right here. So I have the MV88 Plus, which we looked at. We looked at the video kit earlier over here. This is like the combo, the video kit and the earbuds, the 215 earbuds that we talked about. They have some headphones in here too. Now I have 4 of their headphones. I have the 440s, the 840s, the Ionic, no, not that, yeah, the Ionic 40s and the Ionic 50s. I don't see those on Prime Day deals, but I'm going to hold out hope for you guys that maybe they might be on tomorrow. But they do have the SR8 1540s on here, which are nice. The 215s, the black ones that I have. We talked about the true wireless adapter, so you can pop off the earbuds and use the wireless adapters if you wanted to. The Super 55 Deluxe. So if you want the retro look, they have those available. Prime Day deal. The Ionic True Wireless earbuds, we already talked about those. These Ionic 5s look sweet, man. These look sweet right there. So definitely something to consider here. We talked about the lav mic. And then if you want some color, we have the Ionic 215s in blue. We have the Ionic Trues in red. So they come in black or they come in red. We looked at the LP83F, but I do have the LP83. So the 83 is what we have as a Prime Day deal. Okay, and then down here, it looks like maybe that's why the 83F isn't on Prime Day, because there's only 2 more left of those. So that was in here on the list, but it looks like they took them off the Prime Day deal. Might have been a time thing too, because there are lightning deals out here too that expire. And then we have the SE 846s for more of an investment there. And then we have some more in-ear 215s white, Ionic 5s, and some more 215 wireless adapters. So Shure has a lot of things in here for Prime Day. So definitely check those out as you guys are shopping around. Now, we had the question around tripods. Let me jump back into, I guess I can just leave that up here. Tripods. Now, I'm not sure. I don't know if I can reach them, but the Amazon Basics tripods are available. And I do have some in my other stream for tomorrow. Let me try to grab my link for tomorrow, either tonight or tomorrow. I don't remember which one it is. All right, let's do this. Let's copy and paste here. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff I'm gonna be talking about later on this evening. Got some monitors on here, and it's not showing me everything. Hold on, I know that's not the right one. Should be way more stuff. Let me grab this one. Okay. Because I thought I had tripods in here. Okay, so there's a Amazon tripod stand I have in this carousel for later on this evening. And let's see what else here. All right, so here's the iFootage stuff. I do have one of their tripods in here. And let's see, I think that's it. I do have the Hollyland's Mars 400S Pro for the wireless transmission. It's not a Prime Day deal, but it's a heck of a discount right now. So 20% off, because the normal price is $459. Now, I love these things so much, and I'll put these things in a product carousel too. For wireless video transmission with low latency, these are really good. So Hollyland had reached out to me, and they had sent me one of the systems, the transmitter and the receiver. And then I ended up buying a second one because it was on sale a little bit, a couple months ago. It was on sale again. So I had bought it then, and now I was searching through Prime Day, and it's got 20% discount. So if you're in video, like video production or live streaming, and you need to send wireless video, HDMI, then the Hollyland's 400S Pro, I literally have two of their systems, two of the exact same systems, and they work really good. Speaking of that, let me go check out Teradek, because I actually have a Teradek system too. I have a Teradek Spark 4K, and I don't know. Yeah, Teradek Spark 4K. Now, this is a 0 latency system. The 400S Pro, let me type this in, add it to the carousel too. Spark 4K. And we'll try to demo these too, because I have some more time tomorrow for sure. But wireless video transmission, the Teradek Spark 4K, this is a 0 latency. And I did a YouTube video on these. Like, it is a 0 latency system. Now, I like these too because the form factor is real slick. You don't have antennas to deal with or anything like that. The only drawback is these do get warm. So like, just, they do get hot. They do last for about, I think the receiver is 90 minutes. So you have about an hour and a half worth of flexibility with it. Now, if you do plug it into a power bank or something like that, you can get more life out of it. But if you're just going to use it without any batteries and you're just going to fully charge it, then go, you get about 90 minutes out of it. So I saw both of these are on sale today. So it doesn't say Prime Day deal, but also look out for the savings that are out here as well, because these are definitely on as a savings, because they're sometimes some of the manufacturers adjust the MSRP or what shows on Amazon. No, these are like really like $1,500 like if you go to the website. And so for Prime Day they have them marked down definitely below that. Billy said I was looking for this solution. Yeah, so those are my two recommendations: the Hollyland Mars 400S Pro, and then the Teradek Spark 4K. So obviously one is about double the price of the other, but I think the only thing with like the Teradek, I mean the Hollyland system, is more so because there is latency. I wouldn't use it for like close-ups on speakers because you could see it. But like if it's your far shot or shot from a different angle per se, maybe it's a crowd angle shot, you could definitely use it for something like that because you don't really care about the audio and video aligning with each other. So the latency is not that bad, but if you were doing like a direct speaker on from a different angle, you could definitely see it. Now if it's a quick shot or something like that, you probably can get away with it a lot easier. But it's a really really good system. It's definitely sitting right below me on that side. See all those boxes over there, you guys, in the corner? I got so much stuff up there that we need to go through. We need to do some more videos on this stuff. Now, I got a switcher that came in too that's a Prime Day deal that I can't wait to talk about too. Oh. Hey, I'm just providing information. I'm just providing information, Billy. I did not say go buy it. I'm just saying what it does. It's a piece of equipment that does X thing. If you get it, just let me know. If you don't get it, I'll let you know when I see it on sale again. Let's make sure I didn't miss anybody over here on the YouTube side of things. Again, I'll drop the Amazon link because it's so much easier for you guys to hang out on Amazon because you can see everything. Legit Doctorate said, or yeah, no pass-through feature on the earbuds. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Let me know. James Hicks, good to see you. Michael, good to see you. Steven, please do have gears or equipment not in use which you could give away. I really appreciate. So I do giveaways. So I actually have a community and I give them a lot of stuff. Like literally I have a microphone and some chargers over there that I give them. I've given them drones. So people that are part of my paid community, I give them stuff all the time because they are invested in me. And so what better way to invest back into them, because we're always talking about creating content, how to create better content. And so if I can give them things that a brand might send to me that I'm not using, or something that I've upgraded from, and I can give it to them, it helps them create better content. And so when my students look good, my clients look good, we all look good. But I do giveaways in my communities, and it's not even giveaways. I literally just give it to them. Like they don't have to enter to win, so we don't do any of the enter to wins. We don't have to do a duck races. Now all that stuff is so cool. I just choose to just do it inside of my paid community because those people, like I said, they've invested in me to provide value to them. And so I do my best to give them the resources, especially when it comes to tech, that will allow them to do the things that they're trying to do and accomplish. Let's see. All right, I think I caught up everything over here on the YouTube side. And let me jump back over here on Amazon. Mark, thanks for the follow here on Amazon. Mr. and Mrs. Williams says, will you cover any of the HDMI video switchers? Yes, so I have a little bit of time. We can kind of talk video switchers now. Let me grab one in particular because I'm actually going to talk about it a little bit later, but it is on Prime Day deal. So I want to add it in here because it's a really good price point. It's really why I'm adding it. And then I'm trying to think. Let me see if. So I've worked with a couple of companies that have provided switchers. So I want to see if who all has switchers. BZB Gear video switcher. Okay. All right, yeah. All right, let's add the YOLO box because we definitely got to add the YOLO box to this stream. YOLO box Pro. Okay, we'll talk about the YOLO box. We'll talk about this other one. I'll leave nameless for now. ATEM. I'm looking for one in particular, yo. ATEM Mini. All right, ATEM Mini Extreme, ISO. All right, where is the BZB Gear one? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. BZB Gear video switcher. Let's see. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me switch something real quick. Let me see if I can find it. All right. I have to go into my storefront and grab it from there. Let's see. Influencer, my page. Idealist. All right. Influencer. I'm going to add it to the product carousel because it's the easiest way for me to find it. But I'm not sure if it's on a Prime Day deal. Oh, it's currently unavailable. That's why. All right. This is the one I was looking for. This is a BZB Gear 4-port HDMI switcher. Unfortunately, the reason I couldn't find it is because it's showing unavailable. So let's talk through what I do have. Now, 6, I need to go over here. So give me 2 seconds. I need to grab this one out of the box. I need to grab the one. There's 2 switchers I'm going to talk about. The one that I'm going to talk about later is still in the box. Let me grab that real quick. All right, so this is it right here. All right, so this one, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the product carousel because there is a deal on it. Now, I am actually still like testing this one out. And then I'm going to go over here to the other side of the office and grab the YOLO box. All right, so we'll set the YOLO box right here for now. Yo, sponsors, I need some money to build out a studio so we can have some space to work with. So if anybody's listening, just shoot me an email so we can make this thing happen and we can feature your products and talk about it. And we can bring in Billy to be our special guest. We can fly him in to talk podcasting, equipment, and all this kind of stuff so we can have some space to move. So thank you, sponsors, in advance. All right. So here is what we got going on. So I've got a couple different HDMI video switchers. The first one that I have, and I'll highlight in the product carousel, is the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything over here on YouTube before I get started. Oh, okay, that's Mark over there. All right, cool, got you, Mark. Hey, Shane. All right, so The A10 Mini Extreme ISO is what I primarily use for here. It's kind of built into the infrastructure of what I use here. Now, the A10 Mini or the A10 Mini Extreme ISO version has 8 inputs. So I have 8 different HDMI inputs going into here. Right now I have 6 going in. Well, actually I have all of them because I have my laptop over here. It's just not on. So if I open up my laptop behind me, I actually am feeding my laptop monitor into this video switcher as well. And then I also have a port for my iPad and my iPhone that I can connect into here. So I have 8 different video inputs in here. I can see my program. I can see my audio levels. I can plug up my external hard drives to record. If I had a 3.5 millimeter microphone, I can plug that in. Matter of fact, the audio you're listening to me is being routed into here. So my audio is going from microphone into the Rodecaster. The Rodecaster is getting plugged into the ATEM. So this switcher does a whole lot. And the ISO version allows me to record all 8 of my inputs individually. So this is how I actually record my YouTube videos. I'll turn on all my cameras and then I'll hit record and I record all of my inputs all at one time. So Michael, he's in my chat on YouTube. He's my editor. This is how I give him the files. It's 8 individual recordings of all the camera angles, and they're all synced with the audio. So it makes his life a little bit easier. And then it also gives you the live production as an output as well. So all the switching and transitions, that's an own separate file. So it gives you like 9 files at the end of the day. So that's what I really like about this device. Now, this Extreme Babe, this whole console, this is like sold separately from my guy Danny Dodge. So he has Cinerails.com. You can go over there and check it out because it allows you to put in your Stream Deck. It gives you the little slots to mount monitors in it as well. So, but the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO by itself, I like the ISO because it does all the recordings, all the individual tracks. 8 inputs for all the HDMI inputs. Now, they also do have the 4 ports. So you don't have to have necessarily 8 inputs. So if you got 2 camera angles or 3 camera angles or 4 camera angles, you can do that with the 4-port one. So I got that highlighted in the Amazon product carousel right now. And you can use that and it works just fine. It's the same exact thing, just it's not as big as mine, takes up less footprint. Now, if you don't get the ISO version, you don't record all the individual tracks. You only record the track of the actual program itself. So that's one thing that's different on the ISO versus the non-ISO. You can still plug in microphones. You can still have your multi-view. So I love looking at the multi-view and my program view. So that's all my angles, and that's what's actually being live streamed out or recorded, depending on what you want to do. You can live stream from the ATEM Mini Pro. So if you don't have a computer, but you want to live stream, you can actually pull up the software. I'll pull it up here so you guys can kind of see it. So right here on my desk, and I'm moving around, and I can actually switch the camera angles using the software. I can go in here and put in some graphics to show on screen. Can't put in any video, but you can put in graphics. I can check my audio levels, make sure all my audio levels are working, and use the software for it. So that's what I really like about the Blackmagic product line is the software, the capacity of being able to do 8 inputs. So that just works really well for me. Now, if you don't need 8 inputs, the companies that have reached out to me, one is BZB Gear, which I also have their camera sitting right behind me over my shoulder. They provided me with one of their PTZ cameras, and they also provided me with one of their HDMI video switchers that's actually in my Pelican case, which is actually in North Carolina right now because I left it with my guy Chris because we were at a conference and I actually used that for the conference. So if you follow me on YouTube, I think it's the last video that's on the channel right now. I talked about how we built a podcast studio in a hotel. And the video switcher that we used at that particular setup was the BZB Gear 4-port video switcher. So check out that video on the YouTube channel. Now, the other video switcher that I have was sent over just a few weeks ago, and this is the one that you guys will see coming soon. And let me go ahead and highlight this in a product carousel. I didn't realize this was going to be a Prime Day deal. So otherwise I would have had it up a lot quicker. So let's put this out. So these are my notes for it. So I do want to keep my notes for it here. But this is a 4-port video switcher as well. So it comes with your USB to USB-C cable, and then it comes with power cable as well. Comes with an instruction manual, and this is our 4-port switcher. All right, so let's put this right on here. All right, so why do I like this? Because one, the price point. You cannot beat the price point on this HDMI switcher. So if you're looking to have multiple camera angles like I do using HDMI, multiple camera angles using HDMI interface, this would be a good option, especially at the price point. Okay, so on the back we have, now I'm trying to look at this and look at my live stream camera at the same time. We have 2 microphone inputs. Okay, so mic 1, mic 2, 3.5 millimeter. And like I said, I use my Rodecaster coming out. I use 1/4 inch to 3.5 millimeter cable. So I just run all my audio through my Rodecaster and convert it over to 3.5 millimeter. So you can do that here. You have your audio in and your audio out. I can't remember what these are off the top of my head, because the headphone, no, one of these is the headphone jack. I just can't remember which one is. I believe it's out, but for some reason audio in is here too. I can't remember the specifics of it. HDMI inputs 1, 2, 3, and 4, so I can plug in 4 HDMI inputs. And you also have the ability to do what, because at this price point, y'all, this is ridiculous. You can do HDMI multi-view out and your HDMI program out too. Now on the A10 Mini Pro, I don't believe you can do that on their $400 version. So I want to see something real quick here. Because on the back here, yeah. So on the back of the on the Blackmagic one, now Blackmagic has the name popularity, like they build really, really good stuff. But on their $473 one right now, you only have the HDMI output, so it's just one video output. Why is it important to have a multi-view, or why should you consider having the multi-view? Because the multi-view will allow you to see the input of all your camera angles or all your HDMI angles. That's what I really like about it. So the multi-view, for example, let me jump over here and grab my remote. Let's go over here. All right. So the multi-view allows me to see all my inputs. So I can see before I switch. Which is really important. So I need to make sure my shot is lined up. So I already know if I want to go to number 5, it's my behind the scenes. I already see the preview of what it's looking like. I can see camera 3 on the slider right now. So I know, okay, now is the best time to go ahead. Let me just hit camera 3. You guys will see the headphones. Bam, right there. So by looking at the preview, the multi-view, that is huge. And this monitor, or this particular device, having this at this price point is like really, really good deal. Okay. So that's why I really like this one. If you're in the market for a budget friendly device for multi-view switching. Okay. So what's going on, Rome? Good to see you. I know Rome is out here live streaming on Amazon too, you guys. So if you guys have not caught Rome live streaming on Amazon, you're doing yourself a disservice. So make sure you check out Rome as you guys are live streaming out here or watching live streams today. And then we have our Ethernet connection here, and then our power DC. Okay, so this is the one that just got sent over. I'm still actually testing it out. I did some practice test streams at home, so I was able to kind of test and get everything working, kind of understand some of the buttons, because the labels are a little bit different, so I got to get used to that. But you have your preview and your program buttons here, so you can set up your previews ahead of time, set up what you want to go out. You have your different transition effects, your picture-in-picture effects as well. So definitely a nice budget-friendly video switcher. And if you're not going to use all the bells and whistles, if you're just going to use video switching, you just need something for going between your different camera angles. 4 ports, HDMI, multi-view out, and program out, under $300. Like, you're not going to beat it. Like, the cost of, like, literally, like, when you first started live streaming and you wanted to do multiple camera angles, everybody had the cam link. So let me go grab a cam link, because I know I have one over here. So to bring in your video off a nice camera, like the mirrorless camera like I got right now, or the one that's over here that's going back and forth getting the equipment, you needed this cam link device to plug into your computer. Now, the cam link by itself, like one of these by itself, is over $100, like one of these. So if you had 2 camera angles, now you're paying $200 for this. With this, you can pay what you would pay for 2 cam links and now get 4 inputs and multi-view out. So that's a really, really good deal at this price point. So would I recommend this? Yes, more so I would recommend it because of the price point for anybody that's really just getting into video and live streaming, because this is going to do the job and you're going to be happy with it, because you're able to pull off something like what we're doing right now. All these camera angles, behind the scenes, all that kind of stuff. Hey Darren, thanks for the follow here on Amazon. I got more people watching on YouTube right now than Amazon. What's going on? So my YouTube folks, come on over to Amazon. Let me put that link in there again so you guys can watch, because all the stuff I'm talking about is actually linked below the video, so you can actually see the product and the prices of what I'm actually talking about. So I'll move that over there so you guys can see. So I hope that helps you out, Mr. and Mrs. Williams. Now, I do have the yellow box, so if you do have time, I can show you the yellow box as the other alternative as well, because the yellow box is a powerful system, really powerful video system. And that's more my like mobile outside system that I could really use. Oh man, the YE is throwing me off. Is it Anton? Is it Anthony with the YE? That's a different spelling. Hope I ain't mess it up too much. Which video switcher would I recommend? The video switcher that I would recommend personally, if I just had a choice, it's oh gee, you're stumping me. Reason you're stumping me is because I'm all about use case. Like, that's just my whole philosophy of recommending any equipment. So for my use case here, like in my house, my go-to video switcher would be my Blackmagic A10 Mini Extreme ISO. The reason being is because I also create YouTube content and I'd like to record all my camera angles. The A10 Mini Extreme ISO, out of everything I use is the only, well, this allows it to happen too, but I gotta explain it. This device allows me to do what I needed to do also as a content creator. So this is the one I would recommend for someone like me, because it can record all my camera angles. I can bring in my audio. Their software works ridiculously well. So, and I know their software and it works with other cameras. So if you're going to upload or update to their camera line, they have cameras that are compatible with their system, obviously. Now, if I was to say, or if someone was to say, I have a budget, because this thing is like, when I bought it was like $1,300 too. So there's definitely a use case for that. So when someone says, okay, well, what would you recommend for someone that's more of a novice beginner? I would really go with something like this, because it's like just over $200. The novice person could care less about ISO recording. The novice person could care less probably about their cameras, probably because they got different types of cameras. The novice person isn't looking to do keyframes and all these crazy transitions of even buttons I hardly use. Like the novice person just wants a video switcher that can switch between camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and camera 4, and won't do anything else with it. I almost think about my church folks, because at my church we use an A10 Mini. When I might swap it out with this, to be honest with you. We use an A10 Mini, but the only thing we use the A10 Mini for is literally to turn on the microphone and switch between camera 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's the only reason we use it. We could actually save money and just use this. I could have saved money and just had this if this was available at the time, because this does the function. All we want to do is hit 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in that situation, this would be the one I would recommend. Like, I wouldn't recommend going spending $500 and all you're going to do is switch between 1, 2, 3, and 4. That just doesn't make any sense. So something like this would be what I would recommend. And then if I'm like outside, this is like the most portable outdoor unit ever. So this is the other video switcher, and the YOLO box is actually, they make sure they tag me and everything too, to let me know that this was on the deal today. This is a video switcher that I don't necessarily use here in the house, because it's not really the most, like, I use Wirecast live stream. So like, again, all this is just use case stuff. When I live stream, I have software, graphics, all this stuff built into here, connected to here. Like, it's already set up. So why am I going to use anything else? Because this is already set up. Now, when I'm outside, like if I want to live stream from the park or my nephew's football games or a conference somewhere where I can't set up a full, like, blown production, like I could do my full on production with this, because it allows me, oh, there's an app upgrade. What's the app upgrade do? Well, okay. This allows me to connect up to, is it 3? Yep. 3 HDMI inputs. So not quite 4 HDMI inputs, but I can do 3 HDMI inputs, and I can also do a USB input. So if I had like a webcam, I could do that as well. I do have my Ethernet, so I can connect hardwired, or I can run this wirelessly. So I don't even have to be hardwired to the network. I can put in an SD card, or I could just tether off my smartphone and go to the internet and live stream wirelessly. Then I have my HDMI out, so I can see my program out. I can see my multi-view out. Then I have USB-C. Yep, you have my USB-C connection. I have a headphone jack, and I have 2 microphone ends. So this will allow me to go out in the field and live stream using this device, and I can plug in my good cameras directly into here. Just boom, 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 3 HDMI cameras I can plug into here and go literally out to the park that's about 100 yards away. Go out to the park and sit there with a professional live stream all from this. I could do my lower thirds. I could do countdown timers because it's already built into here. I can live stream to Facebook, YouTube, Amazon Live, all using this device, and it's literally like a tablet. So rather than me taking this outside to do a whole live stream with monitor, like, I could just do everything with this. So I don't need, because I don't need as much when I'm doing those types of events, like a wedding. I'm literally getting ready to finalize some stuff doing a wedding. And so rather than taking this whole setup, I'm not going to have enough space to work with. I can just use this, mount it up on my tripod, get my camera set up the whole wedding live stream on here, and hit go. And that's because that's all I really need as far as a functionality standpoint. So whenever someone asks me what do I recommend, like, it's literally like, and I know people don't like it, but I always ask, what's the use case? Because the use cases and what I would recommend are going to be completely different based on what you actually are trying to do and accomplish. So hope that answers the question. Watch it on both, but your Amazon links, but you're using Amazon links. I've been watching for a while and loved practical advice. Cool. So yeah, I'm using Amazon links because I'm on Amazon Live, man. Hey, I gotta be where that I get paid to show up. So if you want to buy something on another platform, I can't say don't do it, but hey, I gotta show up where they pay me to show up at. So appreciate you, Marie, for showing up here on Amazon Live and hitting that follow button. Drew
Drew says, so you record all cameras to a hard drive and edit later if you wish. Yes, on the A10 Mini Extreme. Yes, that's what I do. On the A10 Mini Extreme, I record all my inputs because this is ISO version. So you have to have the ISO version. It does come in the 4-port ISO version. So if you don't need 8, you can get the 4-port A10 Mini, but make sure you get ISO. This is the 8-port ISO, so I can record all my inputs all at one time. So this is the content creator's dream, because I can go back and repurpose content. I can go and grab different camera angles. If I recorded something, maybe I switched wrong and I have it better on a different angle, I could do all that post editing later. But yeah, this is the content creator's dream. So that is definitely something you can do, is record all your cameras to that hard drive. So I can grab the hard drive here in a second, and all I literally do is hit record, and boom, all my angles are recorded. And if you don't want to record all your angles, you don't have to, because in the software, it actually says, there's a button that literally says right here on my screen, ISO record all inputs. You can uncheck that, or you can check it, and it'll record all of your inputs. So, yep. So that is a huge plus. That's why I got that one specifically, because when you're recording YouTube, different camera angles, like, I don't want to keep moving stuff around all the time. Shout out to any sponsors that want to give me some money to build out a whole production studio so that we can talk about this stuff all day, every day, though, because I really would like to do that. But yep, hope that answers the question. Let me jump over here. Let's see, I got things dinging. Where's my dinger? All right, that's my phone. Hold on, y'all. That's my dinger. Okay. Let's see. I need to move. I'm getting older, y'all. I'm getting older. I gotta move stuff over here so I can see the questions. David said, "What's the price?" David, if you're talking about the video switcher, that 4-port one I showed earlier, that's $229 on Amazon right now. I think it's $229. $220. And the YOLO box is on the discount too with Prime Day. It's like $200 off, $300 off. So it's on a good discount too. The YOLO Box Pro and the YOLO Box Mini are both on Prime Day discounts. But yeah, $229 for the video switcher on Amazon. Let's see what else we got. Darren says, having an issue with getting a Camlink 4K to work on my Macs. Any other single HDMI input? You can go. I've used. Let me jump over here to the computer. I've used some of the cheap capture cards, and they've worked just fine for me. So I haven't had any issues with. I did recently. Let me see if this was the one. I picked up one similar to this. Let me go through my order history first, because y'all ain't got to see like everything I buy. But I did recently pick up a couple capture cards. Those quote unquote knockoff ones, that worked pretty good for me. Oops, I'm in the wrong menu. Orders, capture cards. Okay. All right, so I just picked up one of these. I actually got the wrong thing because I thought I was getting something else, but this is just a basic capture card. I plugged this in. This one worked fine for me. I'll drop a link to this on the YouTube side, but I haven't had any issue with that because I'm streaming off my Mac Mini right here, and I plugged it into there. And then I've also used some of those knockoff capture cards. They're like $20 that came out when everybody was still sitting at the house. And I'll put that in the chat. I've used multiple types of ones of these. And I'll put that in the chat too. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with my Camlink or these. Let's see. Name of the video switcher I'm mentioning. So ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. Now the other live switching one that I have, I don't have a name on that one. So I'll grab YOLO Box Pro. And we'll talk more about the YOLO Box. We might talk about it tonight. If I do a live stream outside, then we'll really talk about it. But the YOLO Box Pro is the one that I have. I wish I had the mini so I could kind of show you guys what the mini, how the size of the mini, because the mini is small. So if you want to do live streams, excuse me, if you want to do live streams and be really mobile, the mini, oh, that's the same one. No, is this the mini? Yeah, this is the mini. No, YOLO Box. No, that's the original YOLO Box. Hold on. There's a YOLO Box Pro, and a YOLO Box Mini. YOLO Box Mini. Okay, oh, there it is. So the YOLO Box Mini is just like the YOLO Box Pro, except it has less ports on it. You have, is that 2 HDMI ports? And it's so small it can fit in your pocket. So you definitely got options in the world of video switchers these days. And then the other one that we were just looking at, let me switch over. Let me get you the other one. All right. Okay, go to influencer tab. And I put a lot of the products that I use on my Amazon shop page. So if you ever scroll through there, you guys will see a lot of what I use or what's sent to me. I have one tab called influencer. So you can see some of the things that have been sent to me. Some of the stuff I actually end up using all the time. Some of the stuff I have around just because I can't use 2 microphones at the same time. So I'll try to rotate between devices. But something like the video switcher, I'll actually take something like this for my setups, for production setups. So if I do an event, I'll take these devices with me. So like I said, I have the BZB Gear video switcher that is that we just use for our event in Orlando. And then I can't think off the top of my head what's coming up here. I know I got one in Virginia Beach. I'll be speaking in Virginia Beach, so we'll be doing a whole podcast setup, live streaming that. So I'll probably, I don't know, I might take the other one. I'm definitely taking the YOLO Box down there because the YOLO Box will allow me to do something because we'll be near the beach as well. So if we go outside, but some of the more professional ones that I don't want to really rely on any type of wireless, or I have my computer and I have a lot more graphics. That's my main thing. If I have a lot of graphics or a lot of videos that I have to play during the live stream, I don't want to use this because it's a little tedious. But if I have my professional video switcher, it's just a lot easier functionality wise for me to kind of do it with that, and then just using it with the software on the computer too. So again, use case for everything for me. I use the graphic card and it works great. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. All right. So that is, so we talked Shure products. Then we went off script and we talked everything else. We got a whole desk full of stuff. Now I got to clean up all this stuff to get ready for the late night show tonight. So we got cables and everything. What's going on, Professor Nez? That means Professor Nez is off his live stream. He had an awesome live stream over there. Made me hungry talking about all the stuff he was up there on the grill, making steaks on the grill. So you guys check out Professor Nez over the next day and a half here as well. Check out all my blue checkmark people on Amazon. You guys go to amazon.com/live, and there's a whole bunch of us that are showing you guys deals throughout Prime Day. Some of our favorite things that we own and that we use during this time. And then, like I mentioned earlier, Christmas, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, like, hey, make sure y'all check us out because we're going to be showcasing a lot of stuff then as well. Let's see. Do we have any other questions that I missed? Let me jump back up here. David says, "Oh, I missed a follow. Thank you, S. Halbert, for the follow." David says, "On the mini HDMI live stream switcher, can you do super source or just picture in picture?" I'm not sure. I would have to look, David, because I never use super source. I don't even use super source on my ATEM. Whenever I have to use anything like that, I end up going software based. I never do it hardware based. And I know hardware is more stable, but I've just like my workflow is just so much easier for me just to build it out in my live stream platform. So I'm not sure on that one. Definitely has the picture in picture, but I'm not sure if it has the super source on that. I think I caught up on all the questions. Cool. I think we did good today. How long have we been on this live stream? Almost 2 hours. Almost 2 hours. So I hope you guys got some value out of it. Make sure that you check out all the deals that are going on now. Like I said, in the product carousel, we talked a lot about the Shure stuff. That's kind of what we led with. So microphones, headphones, in-ears, mobile setups, in studio setups. We got a lot of gear from Shure, and I love their products. So thank you, Shure, for sending over so much stuff and so much stuff I actually use all the time. And if you guys like this type of content and here on this channel, make sure you follow me here, and then you can also find me on YouTube as well. With that, YouTube channel is just my name, Drew. So if you just type in YouTube and just type in boom Monty Weaver, I should pop up. If I don't pop up, that means I'm not showing up often enough over there, but should be able to find me over there on the YouTube channels as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. My goal is to be back at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I got some other stuff we're going to be talking about that is on Prime Day deals, some other techie related stuff. That's kind of what I like to do a lot. So we'll be doing some Q&A. So if you guys have some questions, let me know. I got all types of equipment around these parts. If you can't tell, like I got microphone, boom arm, poles. I got a monitor that's back there. That monitor is on the Prime Day deal too, y'all. That's a 15-inch monitor, just like my confidence monitor when I'm sitting over here at this other desk. This monitor, the newer version of this big monitor, is a Prime Day deal right now. What else is a Prime Day deal off the top of my head that I know? Cabling. I got cables running everywhere. It's a Prime Day deal. Underneath my desk, I have two long industrial power strips. Those are Prime Day deals right now. So there's a lot of deals. And then I got whole wall stuff of knickknacks over there. Some of that stuff is on a Prime Day deal. So we'll be going through that stuff as well. So take a look around. What do you need to upgrade? What are you trying to fix? Because sometimes we just need to fix what's already what we already have. And what are you just probably going to be in the market for later down the road that you may be able to pick up now and just catch it on a deal and save a couple dollars. So that's what we'll be doing, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be back live at 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got a couple more live streams for Prime Day and talking about some more gear. So I think we got everything good to go. Byron, what's going on? Just started on shopping on Amazon yesterday, and now I'm watching live stream videos on Amazon. Yeah, Amazon has introduced live streaming, so I've been live streaming on Amazon since June 2020, somewhere in there. Yeah, so I was like, shoot, as a content creator, I get to go live on Amazon and just talk about the stuff that I already like and already use, and find some other people that come across these products and kind of be able to educate them. And we just kind of chop it up and talk all things tech and gear. That's what I got, guys. I have PTZ cameras are on Prime Day deals. So that's what I knew there was something I wanted to tell y'all. So anybody that's in the market for PTZ cameras, I don't have my controllers hooked up. So during this break time, I'll probably hook up my PTZ controllers. We'll see. Gosh, I got so much stuff to do. What are those? So PTZ cameras are cameras. Oh, let me grab my remote. So I have one on the floor. All right, I'm about to disappear for like 2 seconds. Hold on. I got so much stuff in here. Where are my sponsors? I need my sponsors to give me some money to build out a studio. All right. So here's one of my PTZ cameras. This is a PTZ optics camera. So PTZ cameras have the ability to pan, tilt, and zoom. So if you're I always recommend these for my smaller churches because they don't necessarily have the volunteers to have multiple camera operators. So you can actually control multiple cameras with one joystick or one remote. And being able to pan, tilt, and zooms means you can get these different camera angles from one camera. So I have some set up here where I get my behind the scenes shot. So I have the white one up here. So let's see, what camera is that? So number 4. So I'm just going to control it with my remote. I can zoom down. You guys can see that. Let me zoom out. So you can see all the stuff I got over there on the side. You can zoom up. You can see my big softbox, my Manfrotto friction poles, my light over there, my other desk over there, the RCP2 over there. There's actually, behind that arm, there's actually another PTZ camera hidden over there. So I can do all this with this camera, right? There's my other camera behind the scenes, wall of stuff over there. So this is what the PTZ camera can do. Now, this is just controlling with the remote. I prefer to control it with my controller. You can set up presets on it and everything. So PTZ cameras definitely have a use case in itself. That you definitely have to get your lighting right. So you'll notice a difference in the look. It's not as clear as some of the mirrorless cameras, but when I do like conferences, boom, perfect. Because I set them up like way far away and I'm never interrupting any conferences. I don't have to buy over like the lenses that cost a lot more, so I could use PTZs for it. So there's definitely a use case for them, but they do have some deals. So a couple partners, AV Cans, has sent me over some, so we'll take a look at theirs. They have an AI tracking one, which is pretty cool. So a lot of deals out here, a lot of equipment. It's all about use case. Like what do you need for the goal that you're trying to accomplish? So we'll talk about that later on this evening too. Thank you guys for the follows here on Amazon. Like I said, we'll be back a little bit later on. I'm gonna take a break, try to clean up all this stuff, and then we'll get back to more tech gear. And as you guys are shopping around Amazon, take note of the things that you guys are buying, because one of the questions I'm gonna ask you is what's in your shopping cart. I want to know what you guys have, because I am also a shopper too. So if you guys say something that might spark my interest level, I might have to go jump on it too. Check out lightning deals. If you do see anything on a lightning deal, make sure you move fast on those, because those do move fast for some of the really good stuff. So with that, I'll see you guys a little bit later on in a few hours. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll see you soon.